at City Hall as I sit behind George Washington's desk, alongside new Americans who came to this country, I cannot see all of America. But like so many who came before, I can see New York City.
On America's 250th birthday, we have this abomination using this glorious time, the greatest birthday I'll ever see as a human being. God willing, I can make it to 300. I hope to God all of you can make it to 300, to bash our country. At George Washington's actual desk, no less. America, I'm going to play for you more of this travesty. But don't go anywhere, because we have a contrast. We have a contrast that represents what America's really all about, how we should actually celebrate our 250th birthday. We have innumerable, countless things to celebrate on America's 250th birthday. But I have to say this first. America, we're at war. This is a call to arms. President Trump said it himself. Socialism, which it's communism, these are Bolsheviks. There's no such thing as socialism, is the greatest threat to the United States of America, maybe in the history of our country. And we've had a lot of threats, and we've overcome them all. And I know we will overcome this one. But make sure you come on back. I got a lot of great things to share. But first, wait till you get a load of this con man.
Nearly a decade ago, I too felt what you feel. The joy of no longer being just a New Yorker, but an American too. You each hold a special power, the power to determine what America means. The powerful have always known their answer. America, in their view, is an arena of supremacy, where only a select few are allowed freedom, where not all are created equal. America, if you ask them, becomes less the more people it welcomes. America, they will tell you, belongs only to those with the right accent or the right shade of skin. The rest of us, they insist, should be grateful for merely being allowed to visit. How small they are, how weak, how unoriginal. At every moment in our past, those who led through exclusion and isolation have tried to win power and enrich themselves by turning us against one another. Division is the oldest trick in politics and the cheapest. But time and again, including 250 years ago, those forces of division have been vanquished by the forces of progress. As Thomas Paine once wrote, "This new world hath been the asylum for the persecuted lovers of civil and religious liberty. Hither have they fled." And yet today, too many of our leaders do not believe in a vision of this nation as an asylum for the persecuted, but rather as one that persecutes those seeking asylum. As we mark 250 years, what do we see? We see a city of contradictions within a nation of contradictions. We see the wealthiest country in the history of the world, one where children go to sleep hungry, while the world's first trillionaire hungers for more.
Okay, so one where children go to sleep hungry while the world's first trillionaire. This makes me so, just makes me so unnerved and mad, because there's so many young, impressionable, indoctrinated people in our country, mostly Gen Z, 18 to 24-year-olds, who are nodding their heads and going, yes, this guy, with all intents and purposes, this guy's the leader of the Democratic Party. And you can't really even call them the Democratic Party anymore. This is the Communist Party of America. Socialism doesn't exist. Everything turns into socialism is a nice idea on paper, but everything turns into communism. Nowhere in the history of mankind through recorded history has communism succeeded. It has done everything but do what it claims to do. It causes famine, abject poverty. The state puts a cap on all your achievements, your ability, your freedom, your liberties, etc., etc. Elon Musk was an immigrant who came to this country. This guy has revolutionized 3, 4, 5 different industries. Revolutionizing one is like a 1 in a trillion. Revolutionizing 3, 4, 5 is unheard of. This guy is literally the Leonardo da Vinci of our time. And the only policies that are making children go hungry are yours, Mamdani, the Bolshevik communist ideas of let the state take care of everything while you sit back, relax, hang out on fentanyl, do nothing, and hold your hand out, and we'll give you crumbs when we're willing and able. And I have proof of this with his little 78-degree air conditioning mandate that he issued for New York. Wait till you see what was caught at City Hall in New York City.
We see monopolies that dominate every industry and oligarchs who buy elections.
Same.
We see masked agents terrorizing our streets, eating food cooked by our undocumented neighbors before spiriting them away in unmarked vans.
There's that language again. Unmasked, spiriting them away, unmarked cars, masked heathens. These are people simply doing their job. These are hard-working law enforcement officers who have nothing to do with policy, who have nothing to do with legislation. They are simply there enforcing the law that was dictated to them by elected leaders. You don't like it? Vote differently. Don't blame the person who's just doing their job. This is absurd. It's absolutely absurd. I'm just going to play a little bit more of this because I can't take it.
We see a nation whose immense wealth has been built by those with calloused, dirt-streaked hands, those who toil on factory floors and chisel into stone. And we see a nation that has allowed so much of that wealth to be held instead in the soft hands of a precious few.
God, this is such.
Yes, we see America in a health insurance industry that exploits the sick, but that is not all we see when we look for America. We see it too in the nurse who works a double shift and then stops on her way home to check on an ailing neighbor. Yes, we see America in corporate landlords for whom negligence is a business model. We see it too in the father who tucks his children into bed beneath a ceiling stained with leaks, who wakes before dawn to go to work and still believes his country can do better by his family. Yes, we see America when we spend our tax dollars on bombs and bailouts, when we sell our elections to the highest bidder. Yet we see it just as clearly in every American who still believes this country belongs to we, the people. We see America each time neighbors link arms with neighbors without asking how long they have lived here or what papers they have, as ICE invades our neighborhoods. We see America each time those young and old stand in the beating rain or the stifling heat to cast their ballots.
Just standing there with dumb
we see
faces.
America each time working people demand more, not just for themselves, but for their fellow Americans.
Don't you want to offer
There are
them a
some
chair?
who
You
respond
get
to those who ask for more from
lady
America
looks like she's
with a simple
struggling.
refrain. Love it or leave
Okay,
it, they
I've
say.
had enough. I've had enough. So check this out. After he recommended, this is Mamdani, urging New Yorkers to set their air conditioners to 78 degrees, investigative reporters from the Post went to City Hall and found that there was some areas of City Hall that were as cool and frosty as 54 degrees. You can see by the gun right there on your screen, some spots were 61 degrees, but nowhere near 78 degrees. So heat for thee, but not for me. That is the model of communism. You guys live like poor, impoverished peasants under communism, while we live like capitalists, because that's the only system that actually works. I am telling you guys, this is a war for the soul of America. This is Brockton, Massachusetts Mayor Rodriguez, who canceled fireworks, actually canceled fire after he promised we would celebrate America's 250th birthday. Canceled the fireworks, if you can believe that. And check out what this citizen, this resident, this patriot did in response.
That's all I have to say.
I have something to say. You lied to us. You told us we were going to have a big celebration on July 4th here at City Hall, fireworks and everything. You said Chief Nardelli didn't so-called like it, but you were going to have it. And now we're down to a 1 hour social ice cream thing. Flag raising.
Yep. 1 hour.
Unbelievable. 250 years.
Ma'am, I know that that's not the reason why we're here, but I just want to let you know that we were not able to get a fireworks company to produce fireworks for us.
Yeah, I'm
And
sure you
we
worked
don't want
really
to do
hard.
anything illegal in this community. So we're going to do the best that we can to celebrate the 4th of July on this plaza tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, I'm sure you fought long and hard. I'm sure if somebody else who actually loved America would say, this is, I know this better than anybody because this is the exact language, this is the exact deceptive practices of all of the soulless, never achieved a thing, abysmal failures of higher education. All the administrators, the deans, the chairs, the chancellors who have fake power, who are such narcissists, they would put a CEO of a hedge fund to shame with the size of their unwarranted egos. It's the same language. They could get it done. This guy could easily. On America's 250th birthday, you're going to tell me that you actually fought to make sure that you covered everything you could. You fought tooth and nail to try to see if you can get fireworks, and you couldn't do it. I want to ask everybody watching a very serious question. You think an actual patriot would allow something like that to happen in their city on the biggest birthday ever in America's history thus far? You actually believe that this Rodriguez character really put in all the effort imaginable, but came up short and just finally said, we can't do anything? Legitimately, I think not. Meanwhile, so we have Mamdani in New York, who's the new leader of the Democrat Party. We have fireworks being canceled everywhere by people who hate our country. You have James Tallarico spitting on the American flag on America's 250th birthday. This is the weirdest person I've ever seen in my life running for Senate in Texas. You have Minneapolis celebrating Somalia Independence Day on America's 250th birthday. Meanwhile, this is happening in Japan. Check this out. This is Tokyo, Japan. An amazing drone display honoring America's 250th birthday. There you have PM Takachi and President Trump. Check this out. How beautiful this is. In Japan, Tokyo, Japan. You can't celebrate it in Massachusetts, apparently. New York City hates America. Their leadership hates America, as is recognized by that abysmal speech by the mayor. And this is what's happening in Japan. Look at how beautiful that is. Just unreal. But fret not, because this administration, who I voted for 3 times, President Trump and the America First administration, is executing what's called an America Eras Tour, citing this is going to be the most glorious, never mind the America 250 State Fair that's happening all over New York City, Washington, D.C. I'm going to be going live tomorrow night doing a huge giveaway for members. Consider becoming a member. President Trump's going to be speaking at 9:45, I think, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to go live a little bit before that and do a giveaway and then cover the entire speech. It's going to be the best speech of all time, world record-breaking fireworks, and also this. When I said we have a choice, America, this is what I mean. You've got this right here. This is Tokyo, Japan. By the way, a lot of our European allies do not support us in this fashion, even though we give them trillions of dollars in aid through NATO. And this is Minneapolis. For our 250th birthday, raising the Somali flag in Minneapolis. And speaking of Minneapolis, Tampon Tim makes the news by protecting an ingrate illegal, pardoning somebody who went after little children, who was set to be deported. One of the worst, most vile human beings ever. Even the New York Times couldn't avoid posting and publishing the truth. So when I say, I've said this before in the past, when I say evil versus good, do you see what I'm talking about right now? You've got the grotesquerie of grotesqueries. You've got a party that wants open borders, wants communism, wants to abolish police, wants to let everybody out of prison, wants to get rid of ICE, wants to make crime illegal again, and a whole lot of other abysmal things. And then you've got the one man fighting for us, who took a bullet for us, who has literally kept every single promise he's made during the campaign, fighting every single day. Literally, as we speak right now, he's on his way to Mount Rushmore to give a speech, but he's in talks, still trying to work out things with Iran, the Middle East, Netanyahu, Israel. He works tirelessly, ceaselessly, and he permeates and loves America. You can feel it in your bones. My trust in this man is marrow deep. I will never stop fighting for the red, white, and blue as long as I have air in my lungs, and I hope you will join me. Please tap that thumbs up. Share this everywhere. Make common sense go viral. Check out these videos coming up on the screen right here, just in case you missed them. Tap my face right here to subscribe and follow. It doesn't cost you a thing. And as always, may God bless you. May God bless the USA and all who defend her. I'll see you soon.